Jenny in Oxfordshire says this. Mike, Starmer visited Cassie, who moved into her house in 2021 under the last Labour government. Why? We have no houses, none have been completed and sold since July under Starmer's leadership. That's true. And one from Andy in Cleethorpes. Great show, Mike. To think if we drilled, mined and fracked all of our natural resources that are below our feet, we would be able to hold the 2042 World Cup. Keep up the good work. Well, that's another one, isn't it? You know, Keir Starmer can't say, as he would be expected to say, because he didn't go to Qatar because he didn't like their human rights record. He can't now boycott Saudi Arabia because he's just been there, cap in hand, with his begging bowl.
Well, it kind of shows you actually the futility of the idea of net zero, is that it's going to make us all energy independent and we're not going to have to worry about fossil fuels. Right. The fact that Saudi Arabia's importance to the world is increasing every year. It's becoming more powerful, so much so that you can't ignore it, regardless what you think of its government. I think that tells you actually that the rest of the world does not view the era of net zero as being the immediate future. I mean, China invests a lot in renewables, but it still invests an awful lot in fossil fuels. It's now the world's fourth largest producer of oil.
Well, we get told by the likes of Dale Vince that they're the leading renewables investment country in the world. Well, yeah, but that's nothing to do with them being renewable. It's everything to do with them covering all the bases.
Absolutely, and it's just as you say, if we were to be smart and go, okay, let's buy into the idea that man-made climate change is real and that it's going to kill us all in 50 years or so. Okay, fine. Use what you have right now for a short period of time to make sure that your energy prices do not go up too much so that you can increase productivity and use the profits from it to subsidize the creation of the actual future of renewable technologies, one of which is nuclear. Solar has a role, but it's not major. The other one is actually geothermal, which people don't realize. Huge progress has been made in geothermal energy because people have realised there's literally there's nuclear fusion going on beneath your feet at all times of the day. You know, that's going to take off a lot in the next 5 to 10 years. Are we going to do that in this country? No, of course not, because we're obsessed with wind farms.
Exactly right. We're going to talk about electric cars coming up in a little while as well, because apparently there's a north-south divide about electric car charging. If you go to the north of England, you can't get one. Meanwhile, it's Friday, so let's have more gaffes. Here's one from Julie Hartley-Brewer.
Homemade mince pies from the office kitchen, which someone has very lovingly left. Would you like a mince pie?
I would. A
40% higher than usual mince pie. I don't know whether the inside. So shall we're going to have our mince pies. Although they put them in the metal cases, but honestly, you can tell. Look, they are homemade. Let's hope they're as good as they look. Oh yeah,
they're very good.
Really good.
They're very good.
I'm not sure.
I'll take that.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm not sure that eating mince pie while you're broadcasting is a good idea.
Also, by the way, it's not a metal case. It's not really a metal. It's a silver foil, holder. It's not a metal case. Sorry, Julia. Anyway, listen, we don't want to make fun of her because that would be wrong. Also, she'd probably kill me if she ever found out that we did it. Let's talk about Christmas cards. Apparently, they're on the way out. According to John Lewis, there's been a 13% slump in all manner of traditions, including buying of Christmas trees. But the bigger slump is 23% down. People are just not buying Christmas cards. I mean, I'm not surprised. I don't give Christmas cards to people, do you?
No, I don't.
I mean, I never have.
There's a few that I sort of might do sort of out of obligation when you're giving a present to somebody or going to a drinks party.
You sort of get the odd one from the odd think tank or, sometimes...
That's just what you want. Happy Christmas from the IEA.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful.
Politicians, I get them from politicians, but I don't send them to people.
No, it's... also, what I find is... was it a couple of weeks ago there was that story doing the rounds that actually there were parts of Europe that you could travel to, get a card from there and send it back to the UK, and it would cost less money. It is expensive to send lots of cards to people, especially when you can do it via WhatsApp for not very much money.
Now, I remember when I was in newspapers many years ago that you would be asked by the sort of, editor secretary, would you like some, office Christmas cards? And you go, well, how many? 50? And you sort of send them out to all of the people, and you'd be busy one night signing them and give them to somebody else to send away. But if you have to do it yourself, there's no chance. There's no way of doing that.
You understand why rich people get those sort of ones with the little stamp.
Yes.
What was it? It was the story about Alan Sugar, Sir Alan Sugar, when he was given a birthday card for his wife that his assistant had got, and he was signing a load of other things, and he just went, best wishes, Alan Sugar, and passed it across when she opened it. Apparently she didn't talk to him for about a week.
Included a cheque. Here's £1 million. Yeah, thank you very much indeed. Benedict, good to see you. Thank you very much indeed.